Hi there, I'm David Katzmeyer with CNET, and next to me is the world's first 4K curved LED LCD TV. This is Samsung's best TV for 2014. It's the HU9000 series. I'm happy to be next to a 65-inch member. There's also a 55 and a 79-incher in the series. This is a really nice looking television. Externally, it's got Samsung's patented all-picture look around the edge. There's a really thin bezel, nice silver finish, and of course a silver stand beneath it. The stand is curved to kind of accentuate that radius. It's pretty much identical to the radius of the television. Samsung tells the ideal seating distance is pretty much where you want to sit, although, ideally you do want to be a little bit closer to this curved TV to experience what Samsung calls that immersion. In my experience, that immersion really isn't that immersive. There's really no major difference in watching this TV versus watching a flat TV. So you do get a little bit of a distortion when you watch this TV. You can see a little bit of a bow tie effect slightly where the edges are a little bit bigger than the middle. There's some other distortions if you move off angle that are, again, relatively subtle. The curve is pretty cool looking in person, especially when you look at it from the side. You show somebody, hey, look at my new cool curved TV. But in practice, in terms of picture quality, really doesn't have that big of a benefit. The one exception is it does reduce reflections somewhat. So if you have a really reflective room with a lot of lights in the background, this TV will catch fewer of them than a flat TV. But aside from that, the curve really isn't that big of a deal. This TV has all the features you could ask for. It's got a built-in camera. It's got Samsung's patented Smart TV suite. It's got this fancy remote control that's got motion control on it, so a little bit like a Nintendo Wiimote. Nice part about that remote is you don't need to aim it at the television. You go around back, the inputs are special on this TV as well. There's none on the back of the television. In fact, the inputs are all removed to a separate box Samsung calls One Connect, which is this little silver box here. It's got 4 HDMI, a smattering of USB on it. Of course, all those HDMI ports can handle 4K video at 60 frames per second. If something new comes down the road, Samsung promises to have future One Connect boxes that'll handle those different connectivity types and Smart TV suites. Another extra on this TV is this little 4K content pack. There's only a few movies in here, including The Counselor and G.I. Joe and World War Z. They're actually in 4K though, so you can demo by plugging this little box into the One Connect's USB port and get some 4K video right away. On the flip side, there really isn't much other 4K content available. There is Netflix available on 4K. You can stream House of Cards Season 2 and Breaking Bad, but aside from that, there's really not all that much 4K video out there. On the other hand, this high-end TV looks great with pretty much any resolution source. It has excellent black levels thanks to the best local dimming I've tested on any Samsung TV. The set also has very good color and video processing, so all told, you're going to get a great picture out of this set. So even with the curve, the HU9000 is definitely one of the best performing 4K TVs I've tested this year. Not quite the best, but extremely good. Of course, it'll cost you a lot of money, and once again, that curve isn't really going to affect your image quality that much at all in either direction. That's a quick look at Samsung's HU9000 high-end 4K curved television for 2014. I'm David Katzmeyer with CNET.